What's going on, volunteers? This is tip number 7, how to talk to your small group about fasting. Have you ever thought about how many church words we throw around but never really define? Like salvation, tithe, communion, gospel, or fasting. If fasting seems obvious to you, try to remember what it was like before you knew what fasting was. Think about all the questions that a teenager might have, like, is fasting just not eating? Can you drink water? What about like energy drinks? Can I fast from homework? What's the point of this? There's some even tougher questions that we as adults need to consider, like how do we talk about fasting when teenagers are already wrestling with body image or eating disorders, or maybe like they don't have enough food to eat at home? We don't know, right? There could be some past trauma or medical conditions that make fasting from food dangerous. Like, if you're starting to see why we need to be wise when we talk about this, then you're getting it, right? Like, of all these spiritual disciplines, this is a tougher one. So when young people talk about fasting, we want to talk about it in a healthy way. Number 1, define or maybe redefine fasting. Tell students that fasting is a temporary discipline that helps us grow closer to God. It's not a way to punish ourselves or blackmail God. It's about temporarily avoiding something we don't need so we can focus on something better. Number 2, decide what to give up. Doctors don't recommend that teenagers do complete food fasts, but they can fast from certain things if they like meat or caffeine or sweets. But to be safe, it's better to encourage abstaining from more specific things like social media, Netflix, their favorite fast food restaurant. They can even fast from talking back to their parents, or they could give away clothes or possessions they don't need. Number 3, decide on a goal. Fasting's more about what you can gain than what you can give up. So help them set goals for what they'll do, like reading or praying or being silent or encouraging someone. And number 4, decide on a time frame. Keep it short. They can grow even in a week. And number 5, debrief. Was it harder than they thought? What did they discover, or what did they experience? You can really introduce teenagers to spiritual disciplines like fasting in age-appropriate ways. It's going to take some intentionality and wisdom, but it matters. This month, we're in a series called Justice for All. It's all about, you guessed it, justice. So in this 4-week series, we're going to look at the story of Joseph, and it's going to help us to see that justice is love in action, that when we're wronged by others, we can hold on to hope, trust that integrity can withstand injustice, and learn to practice justice that restores what's broken. Thanks for serving, and let me know how I can pray for you.